Welcome, everyone. Um, welcome. Uh, welcome to the Homeschool Channel, and it's Friday night, and I'm here for you. For those of you guys that were here on my last live, which was yesterday, we're just going to continue on from that. If you're going to join, please remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's help the channel grow and get this out to people who need help with reading. We are going to explore words from the Beginner's Bible. After that, I'll read a psalm and then we will get right into reading from Peppa Pig. Okay? Alrighty. All right, let's see. Where were we last? All right, let's go to Joseph saves his family. I need to turn on this flash. Okay, that's much better. Bring this down a little bit up. There we go. All right, welcome to live chat. Remember to, okay, cool. All righty, guys. I'm going to start. Joseph saves his family. Genesis 42 to 46. For the first 7 years, Joseph was in charge of gathering extra food for the people of Egypt. That way, when hardly any crops grew, there would still be plenty to eat. The 7 bad years began, and people in other countries had no food at all. Even Joseph's family did not have enough to eat. So Joseph's father sent his sons to Egypt to buy some food. Welcome. When the brothers arrived to Egypt, they went to Joseph and bowed down to him. They did not know he was their brother, but Joseph knew. Joseph sold them some food. Then the brothers left to go to, I'll do that over. Then the brothers left to go home. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Sometimes later, they returned to buy more food. Just as Joseph had dreamed, they bowed down to him again. Finally, Joseph told them, I am your brother. His brothers were afraid. Welcome, everyone. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We want to help the channel grow, okay? But Joseph told them not to be afraid. God meant it for good. He had a special plan for me. He said, they all hugged. Joseph's brother rushed home. They told their father what had happened. Jacob was so happy to hear that Joseph was alive. The whole family moved to Egypt. Okay. A baby in a baby in a basket. Wow. Hide that one, Pebble. Many years passed. A new Pharaoh ruled over Egypt. He did not know about the good things. Thanks. I appreciate it. He did not know about the good things Joseph had done. By now, there were many people in Jacob's family. They were called Israelites. Pharaoh did not like the Israelites. He made them work hard. One day, Pharaoh decided to get rid of all the Israelite baby boys. That one, Pebble, can you hit that like button for me? I'd appreciate that. A woman named Jochebed had a baby boy. She wanted to save him, so she gently laid her baby inside a basket. and placed him in the river. The baby started to cry. Pharaoh's daughter saw the basket and opened it. She gently picked up the baby and hugged him. I want to keep you, the princess whispered. His name, she named him Moses because she pulled him out of the water. The word Moses means to draw out. Miriam, the baby's big sister, had been watching nearby. She said to the princess, I know a woman who can help you take care of the baby. So Miriam ran to get her mother. Jochebed was so happy. When Moses was a young boy, Jochebed returned him to the princess. He grew up in the palace. The burning bush. Exodus 3. When Moses was a man, he left the palace. Pharaoh was still being mean to the Israelites. Moses tried to protect them, so Pharaoh tried to kill Moses. Moses escaped from Egypt. He went to a place called Midian and became a shepherd. One day, while Moses was watching his sheep, he saw something strange. A bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. From inside the bush, God spoke, Moses, bring my people out of Egypt. Take them to a new land that I will show you. This new land is called Canaan. Moses was worried that Pharaoh would not listen. God told Moses to throw his staff on the ground. When he did, the staff became a snake. God told Moses to reach down and grab the snake. It became a staff again. God said, I will use signs like this to show Pharaoh I have sent you. But I cannot speak very well, complained Moses. God said, do not worry. Your brother Aaron is a good speaker. I will send him with you. So Moses returned with Aaron to Egypt. When they arrived, Moses told the Israelites what God had said. 10 plagues, Exodus 7 to 12. Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh's palace. They said, you must let the Israelites go free. If you do not, God will punish you. Pharaoh said, no, I do not know your God. Then he made the Israelites work even harder. God was not pleased, so he changed the main river to blood. Pharaoh did not care. I will never let the Israelites go, he said. Then God sent frogs to Egypt. They, they were sitting in chairs, hopping up stairs, and jumping all over the beds. Pharaoh said, take the frogs away, and I will let your people go. So God took the frogs away. But Pharaoh changed his mind and said no. God sent more plagues on Egypt. First were the pesky gnats, then came a frenzy of flies. Next, all the animals got sick. Then the Egyptian skin broke out in sores. Damaging hailstorms came, and then swarms of locusts ate the crops. Then darkness covered everything. Sometimes Pharaoh said he would let the people go. But after God took away each plague, Pharaoh changed his mind and said no. Moses had one last message from God for Pharaoh. If you do not let my people go, the firstborn son in each Egyptian family will die. Pharaoh refused to listen, so God kept his promise. Pharaoh finally said, "Go now." The Red Sea. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. During the day, God went ahead of them in a pillar of cloud. During the night, God went ahead of them in the pillar of fire. Sorry about that. God led the Israelites to the edge of the Red Sea. Pharaoh and his army were close behind. The Israelites did not know what to do. They screamed, "We are trapped. What have you done to us, Moses?" Moses said, "Do not be afraid. God will protect us." God's cloud came between the Israelites and Pharaoh's army. They could not see anything. God told Moses, "Raise your staff over the sea." Then the Lord pushed back the sea to make a path. Moses and the Israelites followed the path through the sea and to the other side. A little blurry with that extra light. I'll take that off. The other side. But Pharaoh's army followed close behind. Moses raised his staff again, and the sea swept away Pharaoh and his army. Moses and all the Israelites sang praises to God. They were free. They weren't slaves anymore. All right, I'm just going to leave it at that. And we're going to read a quick psalm. Then we will get right into reading, learning to read. All right. Let's see here. Go to Psalm. God be the glory. To God be the glory. All right, let's do Psalm 100. Okay. All right. I'll do it with this. Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people, the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. For the Lord is good and his love endures forever. His faithfulness continues through all generations. All right, that's that for tonight. And we are going to start with the letter sounds. Let's see if I can get all of that in the screen. Yeah, maybe I need to raise this a little bit. Okay. There we go. All right. So what we're going to go over, I'll lift this up a little bit. There we go. All right. What we're going to go over is reading using short vowel sounds. So the short sounds are a, e, o, like umbrella. Like you're about to say you, but you're going to say for umbrella. Okay. And then the long vowel sounds are going to sound like this: A, E, I, O, U. Hence the reason I have the dash on the top. Okay. So examples of short vowel sounds and words would be at. So you see at, And then here you have E, right? But it's a short vowel, so we're going to pronounce that eh, like in Eric, eh as in ink, O as in as in octopus, U as in, I'm sorry, as in umbrella. Okay, and then the long sounds, we're going to do A-E-I-O-U, which is 8, sheep, I, oat, and this last one here is unicorn, okay? Now it's important to know the difference between the short vowel sounds and the long vowel sounds. That's how you're going to be able to decipher words and to break them down to read. Okay, if you're just joining, please hit the like button and the subscribe button to help the channel grow. We're going over short vowel sounds and long vowel sounds in order to learn to read. Okay, and then we're going to just dive right into some basics. This is like really the nitty-gritty of the basics to learn to read. But in order to do that, again, I'm going to say this, you need to know your short letter sounds and your long, short vowel sounds, and then your long vowel sounds, okay? All right, that being said, let me adjust this and we will go into it again. All right, I'll tip this a little bit there. Okay, we're going to go forward and I'm just going to move the books forward. All right, move this out of the way. All right, so we're going to do short A sounds from the vowels. A, okay? Look at that hat. They all end in at. So if you remember your sounds of your letters, like the letters of the alphabet, and you sound them out, you'll be able to put two of them together and you blend your sounds and you get at. And then the TH makes the sound, right? So you get the, at, that, at, hat, okay? All right, let's do this. All right, let's read. Look at, the, at, at. It's a crown hat, okay? See that? Look at, at. It's a brown hat. Look at the at. Look at that hat. It is a tall hat. So my student learned to read from this book. And I'll just share this really quickly. And now I have like a middle school reader that's not even in middle school yet. So as long as you know how to break down your words, you can read. The words are not that hard, okay? Look at that hat. And one recognition you could recognize with some of these words are these words are ending in at. At. So if you know your H sound, at, you already have that word, hat. The at, you already have that word, that, okay? It is a small hat. And there's a lot of repetition with the words here too. Look at that hat. It is a rain hat. Look at that hat. It is a train hat. Look at that hat. It is a sun hat. Look at that hat. It is a fun hat. Look at that hat. It is a male hat. Look at that hat. It is a pale hat. The reason why we get A in the word pale, it's because of the I giving that A, that long A sound. So it look something like this. Because these are the letters, again, from the vowels. Again, we're bringing it back to the vowels. I'm just going to show you guys. A, E, I, O, U. And if there's two vowels together, which in this case there is, you have A and I from the vowels. This I gives that A the long A sound. So that's how you get pale. You hear the A sound. The long sound in the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Okay? All right, let's continue on. Look at that hat. It is a white hat. Look at that hat. That is a lot of hats. Look at that. That is not a hat. That is so silly and fun. That is a duck. All right. And that being said, these are the words that we went over in this book, which is short A sounds, which is ah. And the long A sound in the vowels would be A. Okay. There's a difference there. Look at that hat. Let's go over the words that we went over. We went over at. We went over hat. A, brown. Is, look, that, not, small. Woo, my nose is ticklish. All right. All righty. So that's done. Let's go over the short E sounds. They get wet. Eh. The short E sound is eh, so you're going to hear the eh creep up in these words like they get wet. So you hear that S sound, okay? The opposite of that would be this, the long sound of the vowel. I'm just going to pull this in here really quickly. The long vowel sound would be E. That's why that I have that there. All right, let's go in. You guys just want to see me read. All right. George likes to get wet. He gets wet in the tub. Grampy Rabbit likes to get wet. He gets wet in a sub. Pedro likes to get wet. He gets wet in the rain. Dr. Hamster likes to get wet. She gets wet in a plane. Daddy Pig likes to get wet. He gets wet then. Sorry, this is when, not then. When it's hot. But not only then, he gets wet quite a lot. Hi, can you guys please hit that subscribe and like button? Thank you. Peppa likes to get wet. She gets wet with the hose. 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 Mummy likes to get wet. She gets wet on the nose. Oh, Mummy. Rebecca Rabbit likes to get wet. She gets wet in the pool. Goldie likes to get wet, even at school. Grampy Rabbit likes to get wet. He gets wet out at sea. The duck likes to get wet. They get wet 1, 2, 3. All right. Some of the words that we went over in this book was get, wet, a, at, but, he, in, like, not, on, when, one, out, she, the, with, then, 3, 2, 2. The difference with this is number 2. Okay? That's the difference with this word. That's a number. And I have this and this too. I have this book and this book too. So that would be that too. That's the difference between these two too. Okay? The number 2 and then 2. Okay? All right. Let's moving on. So now we're going to go over, I'll pull this up for you to see it there. Short O sounds. So what does a short O sound sound like? It's going to sound like ah, like an octopus, or it's not going to sound like O. O is the long sound in the vowels. We're doing the short sound of O in the vowels, okay? So the short sounds, I'll just do this before we read the book. The short sounds in the vowels go A, A, E, O, U. Like, I'm sorry, like an umbrella, okay? All right, let's read. If you're just joining, please don't forget to subscribe. We're about to cover the short O sound in these words of the Peppa Pig book. All right, let's dive right in. Mr. Fox's shop. Peppa's family likes to shop. They stop at Mr. Fox's shop. Mr. Fox has a lot in his shop. He has a big job. Mr. Fox has got something odd. Pepper does not buy it. Mr. Fox has got a chair. Peppa does not buy it. Mr. Fox has got 2 pails. Peppa does not buy them. Then Peppa spots a doll. She likes it a lot. Peppa and George hop to it. They buy the doll. Peppa has got a new doll. She cannot wait to share. Some of the words that we covered in this book was doll, fox, got, hop, job, lot, spot, not, odd, shop, stop. A, at, can, does, has, he, they, his, in, it, to, like, the, then. All right, we'll go to the next book. We're going to go over the short I sound, and which goes eh, like trip, eh. Okay? You hear the ip, eh. And then there'll be more words in there, like Peppa's trip. Peppa Pig has a class trip. Here's Peppa. The trip is on a train. So they're waiting at the train station. Mr. Rabbit gives out tickets. Mr. Rabbit. He gives one to each kid. Each kid gets a ticket. The kids sit. The kids sit. They each get a list. They must fill it in. Reminds me of Amtrak. Peppa looks at her list. She can't wait to begin. The kids see a ship. They tick it off the list. The kids see a light. They tick it off the list. The kids see a tunnel. They tick it off the list. Hip, hip, hooray. The class trip was a hit. Some of the words we went over were fill, hip, hit, in, is, it, kid, list, pig, trip, ship, sit, tick, give, has, her, look, must, off, on, one, out, see, she, the, they, to, was. Okay, and that was Peppa's trip. All right, we're going to do the last one. We're going to go over the short U sound, which is for umbrella. Like you want to think about when you say this U, this short U, you don't say like U because that would be the long sound in the vowel. A, E, I, O, U. Instead, the short U would be umbrella. Okay? Mummy pigs, good luck. All right, let's dive right into it. What good luck? Okay. Peppa's family is at the fun fair. Mummy Pig picks a duck. She has good luck. So Mummy Pig gets the duck. Peppa gets the prize. What fun. Mummy Pig wins the target game. She has good luck. To that one person that's staying on, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. I really would appreciate that. Let's help this channel grow and get out to others who, need this sort of thing to learn to read. Peppa gets the prize. What fun. Mummy Pig wins the hammer game. What good luck. Peppa gets the prize. What fun. Peppa shares the prizes. What fun. But guess what? It was not just good luck. Mommy Pig is a winner. Okay? All right, let's go over the words we covered in this book. But, duck, fun, just, luck, good, the, she, get, at, is, has, what. All right, thank you for joining. I usually get on here like around 9ish. So if you want to join the channel, just hit the subscribe button or the bell icon and you'll get notifications. What I do is I come on here and I read books to help you learn to read, okay? And we explore words through reading and you'll just get better and better and better at it. All right. Hope you guys have a great weekend. For those of you that did join, thank you for joining. And this is going to be unedited. So if there is any like little mistakes or anything, I'm not going to edit it out. I'm just going to leave it as is. All right. We're getting ready to wrap up this live and you can just like review this in the live section of my channel. You'll see the entire the video that I made. Okay. Have a good night. Bye.